On Monday, convicted killer alex-Murdaugh will be back in court once again, but now federal prosecutors are asking a judge to pull that plea deal off the table. So how did we get here? Let's take a look back. In May of 2023, a federal grand jury returned a 22-count indictment charging Murdaugh with financial crimes, including bank fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Now, as part of that agreement, Murdaugh had to agree to be, quote, fully truthful and forthright with the government, providing full, complete, and truthful information. He also had to submit to a polygraph. And in a letter from the U.S. Attorney Adair Burroughs, she says Murdaugh failed that polygraph and was found to be lying about two different things: hidden assets and the involvement in another attorney in Murdaugh's crimes. So now Burroughs' office is asking that that plea deal be pulled. And we wanted to know, how unusual is this? Here's former U.S. Attorney Derek Shumick.
So it's not common for federal prosecutors to pull a plea deal. It happens. It almost always happens when the defendant has violated some term. And they agree to not violate any more law. They agree to, in this case, cooperate and provide truthful information. If they fail to do those things, whatever the government agreed to do in the plea agreement is no longer, or the government is no longer bound by what they've agreed to do.
So on Monday, Murdaugh will appear in front of Judge Richard Gergel, and the judge will decide if that plea deal will be tossed out, meaning Murdaugh could face the maximum on each of these charges. And another condition of that original plea agreement was that the federal sentence would run concurrently. That means serve at the same time as the 27 years Murdaugh was already sentenced for his state financial crimes. But now that could be off the table as well, meaning Judge Gergel may decide that those federal sentences need to be served consecutively, meaning one after the other.